Good. Well, hello everyone. Welcome back to my channel. I'm Samira. If you've not seen me before, I do personal development content now, and I do travel content. I talk about my favorite books, TV series, food, ice skating, stuff like that. So, we're gonna get into all of that. I need to address something that I have been struggling with for several years that needs to be addressed before I can meet certain goals that I have been striving for this entire year. So, yeah, I have been off of YouTube for a while now, and that is because I've been going through some things, some unnecessary fucking things that shouldn't have fucking happened, and also some other bullshit. You know, life is lifing as it does. And I tried to record a video back in April, but I was so burnt out and just not in the right headspace. So I decided to give myself a break until I felt better because I didn't want to bring that type of energy onto this channel. So now I am back. And I'm doing some more important work than I was doing last time, I guess. But we're still gonna have some fun on this channel. So we're still in the early days. This is just the beginning. But there are some things that I need to talk about before we get into any more details. Okay? So, I realized recently that I have this fear of being seen and perceived and judged and rejected and abandoned. That is a huge fear of mine. I do have some wounds and some trauma associated with that. And I realized that it has affected not only my confidence, it has affected all my relationships, every single one of them. It has affected my career. And it has affected basically everything in between. It has especially affected the way that I view myself and the way that I share myself with others in person and online. So I will get into that as well. So, what is the fear of being seen and perceived and judged and whatever? So, it comes off as like procrastination or not feeling good enough in your body or in front of others, and maybe anxiety in social situations, like social anxiety. And for me, it came off as the fear of being like perceived a certain way online or something like that. And the fear of being seen or perceived happens because, for me, for example, I grew up being constantly criticized and judged and shamed by the very people who claim to love and care about me dearly. So to constantly put up with that as a child, and then to eventually being invalidated completely when I felt like the world was crashing all around me, pretty much destroyed my sense of self, especially during high school. And when I went to college, I left a toxic home, and I went into college as a shell of myself. I didn't know who I was, what I wanted, what I needed. I didn't know anything. I didn't feel anything but sadness. I didn't even know why I was sad, but I just always felt this heavy sadness, and I didn't know why. But now I realize that a big part of it was because of how I was not taken care of in the way that I deserved to be taken care of. I became so worried about what others thought of me that I dimmed myself down so much, to the point where I completely lost myself, and it led me into situations where it wasn't ideal for me, or it wasn't exactly what I wanted it to be. And that was, of course, it was my fault, but I don't completely blame myself for it, because you just don't know, you know? You grow up knows. A lot of us don't really grow up with that self-awareness. So the fear of being seen is like a lot of caring too much about what people think and like trying to be careful of how you are towards others so that you're accepted or whatever. But it always backfires. It always backfires, because then you're not living as your true self. You're not living in your purpose. And so you're going through things over and over again that you don't deserve, because you're trying to dim yourself down for other people or trying to be accepted by others. And sometimes it's by other people who really don't even love themselves. So the first step to get over that is to pretty much embrace yourself first. Start being very kind to yourself. Start accepting your flaws and all and everything. Being true to yourself, making sure you know what you want, what you really want, what you really need, what you really want to experience in this life. That is the first step to getting over that fear of being seen or perceived or judged or rejected or abandoned. Because when you are aligned with who you truly are at your core, who the person you like as a kid, where you just felt like you were 100% yourself before bullshit started to happen, then you'll start to draw in people who love you for who you are, like for literally who you are, who you want to be, who you've always wanted to be. It's a type of mindset shift, and it's not very easy to do, and it's uncomfortable, and it takes a while. For me, it took me several months of daily work to get to where I am, but it is very possible to get over that fear of being seen and love yourself more, so that you can achieve your goals, and so that you can live the life that you truly deserve to live. I'm doing this because I believe that sharing my story will not only help others overcome their fear of being seen and of being perceived and judged and criticized. I want to help others who are going through similar things that I have, that I am still learning about and going through, because we got some shit to do. And I know many of you are here because you have come to a point in your life where you're looking around and it is not the life that you have always wanted to live, right? Right. So you're at a job you're at that you don't like, or you have these friendships or relationships where you don't really align anymore and you just don't know what to do and you're stuck. I think the first step to conquering that is to look within and look at why do I do this? Why do I act like that? Why am I scared of this? Because if you conquer those fears and get over them and start doing the work towards your dream life, yeah, you're gonna be rich.